Fat Don, what it is, Jack?
What's happening?
Keep your pimp hand strong. I know you've been putting it down.
Real talk.
And I know you're a real macaroni, Jack. Straight out the cheese box, you hear me? From the chairman of the board,
Kentucky, what up?
Don Magic Wall.
I'm a smooth operator, pass your bitch hot potato. I've been picking out my flavors for a weekend in Vegas. I've been giving out my pages in the evening on stages. I keep punching till I make it, I ain't going through phases. She call me Candy Man, she want me now and later. It's the aura and the essence, it ain't about no paper.
And we're here again, live and back in live, and all that good stuff. You finally COVID free?
Yes, sir. Went back to work Sunday. Work didn't want a negative test. I did. So I tested. I was negative. The old lady tested. She was negative. Daughter tested negative. And it was mild for all of us, thank God. So we've been back in action, a few days anyway. And I was never really sick. Like, I would have, if she'd not tested that morning, I wouldn't have tested. And I'd have been walking around with COVID. Because for me, it was a sore throat and I had a slight headache. Before COVID, you would go to work and you would never even think about it. Now, it's different for everybody. I'm very thankful it was that way for me. So
Right. No, I get it. And definitely don't want to give it to somebody and them have a bad reaction.
Yeah, I was.
That person's last name is... No, I'm not going to go there.
No, I was worried about it. I know I look like I bench press 450 and curl 200 and, but I'm pretty fat. So I thought that was a nice strike against me.
Yeah, it's like a whole step in the ground for sure.
Well, I'm just saying.
And we're older.
People that already have pre-existing is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, anyways, fuck COVID. That shit can go away. And fuck monkeypox. And what are we doing tonight, B?
We are definitely playing some races Saturday. The question is, since it's an off week, we usually play out in California. Where are we playing at our spot today? Where are we playing?
We're playing at Churchill.
Oh, we're playing home grounds.
Yeah.
Redemption.
Yeah.
Redemption.
Last week, if you played the pig, I did give you $150 trifecta. Now, that would have just been enough to almost break even. So it's nothing really noteworthy, but we're gearing up for something. Hopefully soon.
Shooters got to shoot, bro. Shooters got to shoot.
I mean, this is every weekend regardless. So, like you said, we're at Churchill Downs. I'm giving away 3 Fat Don Factas.
Before we get into that, bro, gotta ask. Fans want to know, and by fans, it's probably just me. We've changed again. Today we went with some dark shades. What are we rocking there, sir?
Oh, these are my newest. These are my Dolce and Gabbanas. I got a couple of Dolces, but I just got these about a month ago. I love them. They're super hard. I mean, you get a little bit of the digs. They're crazy.
I'm saying we're 4 episodes in. We might have the best shade game on the internet.
Nobody in horse racing can fuck with my shade game. At me if you can.
Well, with that, let's get into our... See if it comes through. trying something new, folks. There we go. Fat Don Spectors. Playing the tries and supers.
Just for us, I could see it, so that's cool. Anyway, So Saturday, third race, 6 furlongs for maiden special weights. It is for $120,000. My top selection is the number 1 Feliciano at 7-2, trained by Nick Zito. Now, for everybody that doesn't pay attention, this is a Hall of Fame trainer, and you almost never see him training horses anymore. It's nothing like it. So you're talking
Phil
about
Jackson. I got it.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. You know, he's got a couple derbies. I couldn't tell you exactly how many, but you know, this is a household name for veterans. But anyways, trained by Nick Zito. Closes from 8.5 off in debut race and a $90,000 maiden special weight at Oaklawn Park to run third by 3/4 of a length. He was off slow and very wide in debut. Now draws the rail. It's one of my favorite angles. A horse that's been wide multiple times and then, boom, you're in the one hole. Theoretically, you should get the shortest trip around the track. Doesn't always hold true, but I love that angle. So, you know, closed from way out of it, loses by less than a length, off slow, very wide in debut. So this is the second race for this horse lifetime. Let's just say that breaks a little better, so not off slow. That's probably a length just by itself. Anyways, on to my second selection, number 4, American Mayhem at 12-1. This is a first-time starter with some impressive works. As a bettor, I'm hoping they rate this horse. So I want this horse sitting in the second or third pack because there is a lot of speed in this race. The speed tires out. Maybe he can pick up a couple coming home to the wire. My third selection is number 6, Woodline, 4-1. He's got an interesting last name, the trainer. I've always said Asmussen, so I'm going to continue to call him Asmussen, but the more I listen to horse racing, I hear him say Asmussen or something of that variation. Regardless, another Hall of Fame trainer. I think he's got the most wins of any trainer. Jockey Tyler Gaffleon aboard. One of the best. Speed and Fade in first start since August. At Keeneland, faltered late. Should improve in second start since August. 5 lifetime starts. Has ran third 3 of those starts and second once. Now this is a maiden race, so nobody's won. But in 5 starts, he's ran third 3 times and ran second once. So 4 out of 5 in the money.
Right.
Out of gun runner, horse has a lot of potential. And my 4th selection, number 5, the favorite, Sinner Sin, ran second in most recent effort against my top selection, Feliciano. He's likely the speed of the speed, but hopefully the vicious pace of this race will cause Sinner Sin to give it up late.
There we go. I'll run that back one more time.
In all fairness, this one won't pay a fortune, but it'll easily cover the rest of the day. And I feel pretty good about it. If the first-time starter runs well, that's where we know if we get paid or not. Anyways, on to the 4th. It's a 5.5 furlong race on the turf. $80,000 optional claimers. My top selection is number 4, Surveillance, 8-1. DeSormo trained, been wide in 4 of last 5 races. 1 most recent effort on the turf, and now going back to the turf after 3 trips on the dirt. Should be sitting second pack. Look for an opening as the speed horses tire out late. My second selection is the number 1 Seven Nation Army, 15-1. Will be honored near the lead, has fell short going 6 furlongs in his last several races. Today they shortened him up a half a furlong. Hopefully he can hang on. My third selection is the number 3 Oceanic at 3-1. In the money in 5 of 7 lifetime starts on the turf. Julian Leparoux aboard for the trip. This horse is the speed of the speed here. Will be tough to beat. My fourth selection is the 8. Whoops. My fourth selection is the 8. Where are you?
The 8 horse in that race is County Final.
Yeah.
5-1.
Yeah, 5-1. Trained by Steve Asmussen. His mama call him Asmussen. I'm going to call him Asmussen. Ridden by Brian Hernandez. This gelding is 1 for 1 on the Churchill Downs turf. Should be just off the lead. This race we could make a few dollars.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, this could pay handsomely. So we want to hit the 4th and the 6th. And now on to the 6th race. 6 furlongs, maiden claiming 50,000. My top selection is the number 2, CJ All the Way. Let's see. This horse's 3rd career start, was 4 or 5 wide in 2nd career start, and was bumped and bothered in debut, looking for a clean trip. Pretty plain. Number 12, Taffin at 10-1. Trained by a guy with the last name Miller. The jockey's got the last name Miller. That's something I always pay attention to. You can see that with the DeSormo brothers. Even back Burrell had somebody in the family that trained, and he would ride for him. And when they teamed up, they usually hit at a high rate. So, but I noticed that after the reason I made the selection on this horse, but just an interesting tidbit. Anyways, back to Taffin. After breaking really slowly and closing nicely late, came from 10 lengths off to run 4th by 4 3/4, so made up over 5 lengths in his debut at Keeneland in April. Give this gelding a better break, and let's see what he can do with a clean trip. My 3rd selection is, or is this my 4th?
3rd.
This 3rd. My 3rd selection, number 3, Naval Officer at 4-1. Michael Maker trained, Tyler Gaffley on aboard. Impressive debut, running 2nd in a maiden claiming 30K. Is stepping up to 50K here, or in my opinion, would be the favorite. Will be tough to beat in this race at 4-1. And my final selection is number 10, Tempo Madness at 6-1. Mark Cassie trained, Brian Hernandez aboard. With 4 lifetime starts all on the turf. Most recently, won a mile, was 3 wide and faded. All 3 previous starts were at 5.5 furlongs, of which were virtually throwouts. 2 of which were virtually throwouts, and this colt still ran decently. This is a race where we'll make some money. I just, honestly, I wanted to make Taffin my top selection, and I just love that wide to, inside angle, and that was ultimately the deciding factor. But if Taffin would win this race, we would be looking at a handsome payout, and I believe really has a nice shot here. So, those are
hit 'em with the
Don.
factors. Yeah.
That we just recap all of them. In the 3rd, I had the 1-4-6-5. In the 4th, I had the 4-1-3-8. And in the 6th, I had the 2-12-3-10. The 3rd will let us play for free. The 4th will win a nice amount, and the 6th would also be very nice. So let's just hit them all.
That's what I'm down for sure.
Hit them all, because we've missed them all. So let's hit them all.
Yeah, but well, not all of them were but most of them.
No, fuck it. If you can miss them all, you should be able to hit them all.
That's also true.
Let's hit.
Shooters got to shoot.
Yeah, let's take home a modest like 5,000. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
No, that'd be a nice little build up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to do. Pay some bills.
All right, brother. Well, man, same time next week, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every Friday.
I can't wait to see what the shades are. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few sitting here that are, that will be new. So.
Well, when we hit this week, I'll be cutting some of this up. And next week, I'll be showing some promos off of our victories. Calling it out. Pointing at the fence.
I'm feeling like at least 50. So, all right.
All right, bro.
We'll see.
Fat Don and Big Cozy. The Big and Fat Show. I'm big. He's fat.
He used to be fat.
I did. I was way bigger. Way bigger. Another story, another day. Have a good one.
I got flavors for your blunts like it's BW3s. What you make in a month, I spend that in a week. I go and take what I want, you be asking for cheese. Your game based on front, she be asking for me. Like Fat Dom, where you going at after this? Pouring sham, rolling up, couple blunts I kiss. I might hit the stew, might be bagging a piff. For spending time with you, probably last on my list. Cause money and music is all I know. If I ain't getting to it, I must have a show. If you see me driving fast, look straight to the dough. And if you see me driving slow, might be hauling a load. In this game, I'm a pro, but I'm still in the G League. If I ever hit the road, I'ma win me a 3-peat. And when I make it home, hope you're happy to see me. I'm still working on my goals, I'm just happy to be me. I ain't switched up for $1 or nothing. It's been a couple years now, I'm finally buzzing. At first you was laughing, now you calling me cousin. Made it seem like you was around, but you actually wasn't.
First you was laughing, now you calling me cousin. Made it seem like you was around, but you actually wasn't. Made it seem like you was around, but you actually wasn't. What was?